Hello everyone, this is Mondan Raghavan. In today's video, we are going to see async and await keyword in JavaScript, which you may consider like an extension or let's say syntactical sugar of promises. Let's consider the previous example function itself, account API request. So in this function, let's say this account API request takes some time to return. But however, rather than creating a new function and creating the promises by calling this function, you can just add the async keyword in front of this function, which makes sure that it will return the promises rather than returns the actual value itself. Just to confirm that one, when you call that account API request, if it is a simple function, it will be returning only the object. Since we have used the async keyword, it will convert this return value as the promise resolved value, which means that we can apply the then method or catch method over the promises. That's the reason I'm just using the then method and I'm just passing the callback function as the console.log, which means that this console.log will have the argument which is resolved by the function called account API request. This will possible only in case if this function returns the promises. But by seeing the function, you can clearly understand we are nowhere making the promise object here. But since we have added the async function, let's say the async keyword in front of the function, that will make sure that it is returning the promises and the resolved value will be the your returned value. Let's execute and understand this one. See, you can clearly get the resolved value by using the then method and passing the callback function. So now we can understand that this async keyword will make the function as the promise or make the returned value from that function as the promise. Now we will understand the await keyword. So before starting with await keyword, we need to make sure that this await keyword only work inside your async function. Let's consider you want to do some compact operation, such as like you have the promise, you are waiting for the promise to be completed. After completing, then you need to do some actions. For example, here you can see there is a promise called my promise, and this promise will just resolve some value called thanks for watching the JS series. And this resolve will happen only after 3 seconds, since we have used the set timeout function. Now let's consider the async function show message. Now you know that when you use the async keyword in front of the function name, it will make sure that it will return the value promise. But however, in this, we are not creating or we are not returning any value. Inside this, we are using await keyword along with the existing promise. The existing promise is nothing but our my promise. You may ask a question like, why do we need async keyword since we are already using the existing promise? We need to understand that here await keyword can be used only in case or only inside the async body. So that's the reason we are using the async keyword here, and we are waiting for the promise to be resolved. And we are making sure that that waiting is happening by using the keyword called await. In line number 17, you can see it will wait for the promise to be resolved. Then after getting the value or after getting the resolved value in precise, then that value will be assigned to the message. Then you are calling console.log and you are passing the same message to the console. Then this entire thing comes under the show message. So we are making the call to the show message. Then we are just mentioning console.log, this session is for async. But in actual time, when you execute, the show message will take some time. In precise, it will be taking 3 seconds. So it will not wait for the execution to be completed. So it will be going to the next line. Since we are following the asynchronous process, it will be displayed that this session is for async will be the first statement. Then show message will take care for the asynchronous process. After completing what has to be done, that also will be taken care by using the await keyword. If we consider only the async and await keyword area or show message, it will be looking like a synchronous, but we are wrapping everything into the single area so that the entire show message will be just taking some time, but we will not wait for that. We will go to the next line. Here you can see this session for async will be completed first. Then we are getting the thanks for watching the JS series. So this way we have understood what is async keyword and await keyword. Precisely, async keyword will be nothing but we are making the normal function as the a promise returning function. Whereas await keyword can be used inside your async block, where you can wait for the promise to be resolved. At the same time, you can do some actions further. So this way we have understood what is async and await keyword. So thanks all. Thanks for watching and have a great day.